Oh, you'll be great, mate. Have fun.
Set. Ready, boys? On your marks. Set.
I didn't know we're running tactical. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another week of running action. This one is a little bit different from my normal parkrun uploads. It is my first ever official running event at a track. This is really exciting. It's the after hours 3,000 meter event held at the Maitland Athletics Centre. Now, I'll keep my commentary relatively sparse because there's a lot of music and I really want you to kind of experience the race as much as you can without me talking over it the whole time. Now, my goal for the evening was to try and crack at least 10 minutes for the 3,000 metres or get a little bit closer to 9 minutes and 50 seconds if I could. Good to have some fantastic runners to tag along behind. These are some of the best runners in the Newcastle area, myself definitely not included, so it was very much my goal just to try and hang on the back here and see how we got on. Now, went through the first 200 metres in a time of 40 seconds, which is exactly 10-minute pace for the 3K. But the next 400 after that, we went through in a minute 12, so the pace heated up a bit, and that's more closer to 3-minute K pace.
Off you go. I'm going to have to pull back.
Just running past one of the runners called Justin, who had a bit of an injured calf, which is a bit of a shame for him, as we are making our way through the 800 metre mark, clocking through at about 2:32. Now at this point I realised that I'm running a lot faster than I had planned to. I was aiming to run my first kilometre in about 3 minutes 20, so I decided perhaps it's just best to not look at the watch, just run to feel and try my best to try and get on the heels of the group ahead of me for as long as I can. I knew they'd ramp up at some point, but perhaps I can just hang on to them for just a little bit longer. So we've just clocked through the first kilometre in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Certainly going out, as I said, a little bit faster than I planned, but really stoked and excited to be on the back of this group ahead of me. Now the splits on the right hand side of the screen are taken from our official results sheet, which I'll show you at the end, so I'll just keep adding the 400 metre splits as we go so you can see how the pace is either speeding up or slowing down. Now looking just ahead, I can see that the great Ruben Swain, the Swain train, has been leading for most of the event so far, but he's just been overtaken by Nick Watson, who currently sits in P1, with Nick Kane following closely behind him, hot on his heels. So we are just crossing over the halfway point in tonight's run. As I mentioned earlier, this is heat number 5 and the last run of the evening. It kicked off at 8:45 p.m. Heat number 1 kicked off at 6:45 p.m. and just for your interest and context, the winning time for that heat was 15:52, which is an average speed of 5:17 per k. Heat number 2, the winning time was 11:54 with the average speed of 3:58 per k. Heat number 3 was 10:42 for a winning time with the average speed of 3:34, and heat number 4 was 1 in 10 minutes and 4 seconds at an average pace of 3:21. So there was something for everybody and a great way to experience track racing for the first time and try and set your own PB. I slipped off the back there for a minute, but I've worked my way back up into the back of the group. I must say these guys were probably running almost the perfect pace for me to try and hang on to push myself as hard as I can. No doubt these guys could probably have absolutely smashed a few seconds per k faster if they were not running perhaps so tactically, but yeah, this was really working in my favour. Quickly talking about shoes, the day before this event I went out and bought myself some new Vaporfly 4s, which I absolutely love running in, and they were working a treat for me tonight. Clocking through kilometre 2 with a 3:12, only 2 seconds slower than the first K. This really gives me a good idea of what sub-16 5K pace feels like, and at this point I'm thinking I could be in for a good time if I can just hang on to this final kilometre.
Two laps to go.
2 laps or 800 meters to go. This is where I really notice the pace start to ramp up, possibly more than I can handle. So at this point it's just a matter of gritting my teeth and getting through these last 2 laps as fast as I possibly can. It is the bell lap, and the lads ahead have really dropped the hammer. They have cranked the pace up significantly. All I could do was focus on the runner that was just ahead of me, who I've managed to just overtake, and really just empty the tank for these final 300 meters. You can hear in my breathing I'm certainly working very hard. Up ahead at this point it is Nick Watson, who is crossing the line in 9 minutes and 14 seconds to take the win this evening. Well done to him as I make my way down the home stretch. Really happy to bring it home strong with a final K split of 3 minutes and 6 seconds for an official time of 9:29.2. By comparison, Nick Watson, the winner, his final K was 2:52. Just shows how fast those guys ahead are. I'm absolutely stoked, but very cooked.
Sure, brother, that was good running. Sure, brother. You're doing real rough, bro. Real well. Sure, bro. That was fun, bro. Thanks for that. Sure, bro. That was good.
What's your name?
Oh, Sam, 9:29. Sweet. Thanks, bro. I'm Sam for that. Thanks for putting it on, guys. That was awesome.
Here's a look at the final results from this evening's race. You can also view the results from all the heats at the After Hours website. I'll put the link in the description below. Thanks to the team for putting on a fantastic event. I love doing my first track race and really looking forward to the next one. Quick shout out to my mate Jordan, who was feeling a little bit crook tonight but pushed through anyway. No doubt you'll be back to full strength for our next head-to-head. Thanks for watching everyone, and hope to do another track race in the near future. Cheers.